Welcome back to some more Umineko when they cry. So where we last left off, it was another interesting one yet again. So first off, in the last part, I was 2 minutes in, and Rosa did it again. She got angry at Maria once again, and it did like the similar thing the last time where she just straight up just beat the shit out of Maria again at the Rose Garden. Took the candy and just stomped it. Took her candy and then stomped it to the ground. Ca- Canon was watching the whole thing, and what he really did, he just sympathized with Maria and say that he just says that Rosa is a piece of shit. He was like, "Oh, Rosa is a piece of shit for her mother. Is sh why it is unbelievable that she would do that." And it sounds like the perspective of certain readers would say. That's exactly what Canon. This is exactly how what I think. And the family parlor, it is it is. I mean, once again, like it. That's one thing with the second episode. It does have like similar dialogue, but sometimes it can be pretty different and how it changed up. Like you know, just now Rosa just left the family parlor, and then but they decided to resume the discussion without her. So there's that. Anyway, let's continue. Rosa headed for the rose garden. She headed for the place where she had scolded Maria a short while ago. This isn't the first time she scolded Maria, it's because, she scolded Maria probably the second time in this episode. Probably many times. Not really sure, but the first arrangement was at the train station in this episode, and then the second one is at the rose garden. It was almost lunchtime. The children had been told to come to the mansion around lunchtime, so they were probably in the guest house, waiting to be called. Even if Maria didn't come to them, they would surely think I took her to the mansion with me and wouldn't worry much. After all, she had been with her mother, so there should have been no reason to worry. I'm pretty sure the kids are just sitting there watching TV at the guest house. She had been, after all, she had been with her mother, so there should have been no reason to worry. I was here, and I abandoned my daughter to the worsening weather.
いるのいるなら返事をして。
I was right. She was still standing stock still, exactly the same way she had been, in the place where I had scolded her. Held in her hand was the candy that I'd bought, given her, then stepped on and crushed. With that gripped in her hand, she stood there as the powerful winds whipped her hair about, tormenting her.
ごめんなさい。ごめんなさい。ごめんね、マリア。ママを許して。
Once again, this is the second time she did that, and the more it became like a repeating cycle, it caused like a really big confusion for me. It's the whether you like her or hate her as a character is just based on like other perspectives. Like I can't really hate Rosa because I feel like there's something that's just been bothering her quite a lot. But I feel like then again like I'm pretty sure people they were like, oh, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna be like I have a hateful bias. So having my bit of coffee. Although this one right here, she's holding the candy that is all like crushed and destroyed. You would think she will have an umbrella.
ママ、おかえり。
But this time Maria is having this, upsetting look on her face. I,
マリア、ママが帰ってくるのずっと待ってた。
What if Maria has something in plan?
怖い魔女につねられたけど、我慢してママが帰ってくるのを泣かずに待ってた。
Guess we're playing along that time.
マリア、ママを許して。ママを許して。ママは悪くないの。また悪い魔女に取りつかれただけなの。
Now, is she possessed by the witch and or demon? I'm gonna say it because I'm just, or is this like, this is just her mental health that had not been checked?
だから平気。
You're fine. That's like another way. See, it's just masochism right
マ
there.
マ大好き。愛してる。
This is either like masochism and domestic abuse, or this is just, maybe this is just hiding it for that certain notion. Well, ain't that something?
ごめんなさい。ごめんなさい。悪い魔女に負けたママを許して。
Rosa buried her face in Maria's small chest, crying and begging forgiveness. I'm pretty sure I've already repeated this same thing over and over again, like last part. Begging forgiveness. And once again, those tears drip down after who knows how many times. See, that's exactly what I said. How, who knows how many times with this sort of a routine. If only the brilliant sun had been shining on the two of them, all of their cares would have evaporated and might have felt like they could begin anew. However, that what surrounded the two of them was the worsening weather. Sadly, there were only fierce winds with occasional thunder. The sound of Maria sniffling brought Rosa to her senses. If Maria stood exposed to the wind for too long, she'd probably catch a cold.
さあ、マリア。もうすぐお昼よ。ママと一緒にお屋敷に行きましょう。おう、行かない。
You won't go? Like what?
どうして？
I don't get it. Rosa thought she'd already received Maria's forgiveness, so she hadn't imagined Maria would refuse. But that expression on Maria's face didn't look like that of a child resisting her mother. Is something tempting her? Did. Wait, if Maria refused, I don't think it's the witch. So it's either the witch telling her no, to say no, or Canon tell her to say no. Because I say Canon because, because Canon was watching this whole scene, for, like, where Rosa just beats the shit out of her. So what if Canon just told Maria, like, you shouldn't, return back to your mother? Because there's that. And then with whole, like, Maria saying, I'm fine, there is no way Canon would just sit there and just watch the whole thing. Because yeah, I was like, come on. Is Canon playing dumb? Because he was like, the thing about Beatrice? I was like, I'm like, dude, you're sitting behind the bush. the entire time watching, or something like, or behind the bush. Don't just play around and think like you just, you know, surprised with with Maria's different expression. The expression on Maria's face didn't look like that of a child resisting her mother, so Rosa couldn't understand why Maria wanted to stand still, pointlessly, as the weather grew even worse. Maria answered that question.
ベアトリーチェがね、もう
Uh-oh.
すぐ来るの。だから待ってるの。
If you're waiting, oh great. Now there's a not a worst thing that I'm gonna click next is Rosa gonna act like that again for the third time? Or is this one of those notions where Rosa will be like, come on, there's no we don't got time for games. Let's go back inside.
マリア。
That's weird of way Maria says it. Because if she's waiting for Beatrice, it's like she's waiting for like she treats Beatrice like her real mother, which is like you're just falling into this some type sort of trick. Rosa struggled to find words for a moment and fell silent. They'd only just managed to make up, after all. She chose her words carefully, trying to get Maria to come with her to the mansion without denying the witch outright.
ベアトリーチェが来るの？
Oh, so Rosa is just playing along. Okay, so Rosa was doing is at least a bit smart right there. Because if she's gonna do that for the third time, then it's just gonna get what's the point of making things up?
さあ。
So right now she's just oh, she's coming. There's another person in existence.
なら、ここじゃなくて、お屋敷の中で待ちましょう。いつまでもこんな風の中にいたら、風邪をひいてしまうわ。
Yeah, why don't we just wait inside? Maybe that's a good idea. You don't want to get like you know vacuumed by some sort of typhoon or some bullshit like that.
来る！ベアトリーチェは来る！そしたらね、ベアトリーチェにね、お菓子あげるの。トリックオアトリートするの。ジャック・オーランタンのマシュマロお菓子あげて、ハッピーハロウィンって言うの。
Sure, I guess. Oh boy. Maria pulled yet another sweet out of her handbag, moaning, ooh, ooh. Rosa was bewildered and didn't know what to do as Maria started being difficult again. Oh boy. Now the question is, how is this going to turn out? Because now the weather is just getting shittier. At that time, there was a sudden blast of thunder. It was probably a sign that this island had been sealed off by the storm, detached from common sense and reality. So after this moment, all common sense would probably cease to apply. The wind blew even stronger, and amidst that blizzard of scattered rose petals, a figure appeared, leaving Rosa unable to imagine that this was a scene from reality. It was probably, no, definitely fantastical. After all, that shadow of a person was. Wow,
ベアトリーチェ。
wait. Now she's wearing different clothes, though. What? Why is she wearing different clothes? Is this a way to blend in? Oh my goodness, what is going on? Why does she appear at this split second that this happened? Maria dashed over to the shadow. Normally, Rosa would scold her daughter if she dashed over to someone whom she hadn't seen before and didn't know. But Rosa forgot to do that. wasn't able to do anything but stand there stunned.
久しぶりよ。元気であったか？
マリアは元気。魔女は風邪をひかない。
This is so weird. This is a shadow, which is Beatrice, but Rosa's just sitting there. I'm like, why? What is going on? I am not getting. It seems Rosa is not getting the love by Maria as it wanted.
魔女は呪いにて風邪をひかせはするが、自らがひいてはなんとも間抜けな話よ。せいぜい自らが風邪をひくことなどないよ。これからも精進するがいい。
This is a very interesting music right here. Golden Sneer. She patted Maria's head as she said this, smiling roguishly. Rosa couldn't have known the name of the woman who was happily spoiling Maria. However, Maria had called it out in the beginning when the woman appeared. So even though Rosa had never met her, even though the woman still hadn't introduced herself, Rosa was able to know her name. Wait, how do you know her name when she's just right in front of her? It's just because, oh right, because Rosa, you know, because Rosa keeps getting like told by Maria like constantly, you know, witches and, you know. However, that name held a special meaning on Rokujima and in the Ushiromiya family. There's no way something that stupid could be.
Beatrice! Happy Halloween! ほら、買ったの。ベアトにもあげる。
うん、ハッピーハロウィン。ほう、これをわらわにとな。天国にも地獄にも行けず、煉獄の闇にてさまよう男の唯一の明かりも、こうして歌手となれば実に可愛らしいことよ。
Now this is interesting right here. Rather than Beatrice showing up in this, you know, this sort of dress, you know, right here, like this dress, for example. Part of me thinks she just changed clothes just so she can fit in. I feel like she just changed clothes just so she can be like an important figure of the important figure or important role of being invited as an important guest later on. Yes, I said the word important 3 times. I am baffled. That is all I can say.
人の世とも人ならざる者との世とも切り離された今のこの島で、これほどふさわしい歌詞はないかもしれぬな。ん？
She's like, what?
マリア、それはどうしたのか。
Oh. She's probably thinking of the one candy that got stomped on. Alright, we're back to where we last left off, because there was some background interruption. So, Rosa is trying to make amends with Maria yet again for the second fucking... What's the second or third fucking time this shit happens? When, well, either way. And Beatrice decided to interrupt when, shit's about to go down. Because right when those two trying to make amends, Beatrice comes in, and then, you know, Maria pays more attention to Beatrice the, than Rosa. So let's just repeat this again. This is where Beatrice knows the candy that got destroyed. The witch noticed the sweet Maria. The witch noticed the sweet candy, or sweet or candy, whatever you call it, Maria was grasping. It was Maria's candy, which had been stomped on by Rosa until it reached this pitiful state. And you know what? Rosa is going to get into some hot waters. She's going to get into some deep shit.
おお、踏んづけて潰れちゃった。ベアとは元に戻せる？
For a second thought, I thought I was predicting that she's going to snitch on her mother. Maria didn't go as far as to say that it was her mother who stepped on her. Well, it'll be kind of funny. However, for some reason, when the witch saw that candy, she looked at Rosa and grinned. A chill went down Rosa's spine, as though this gaze was staring straight through her.
たやすいことよ。貸すがよい。
So nonchalant about it, though. Maria held the candy out gleefully. Rosa could do nothing but watch, stunned. How did this person plan to trick Maria, somehow undoing the fact that the candy had been pitifully trampled? Maria looked as though she believed it could be fixed good as new. Without real magic, there was no way such a thing could be possible.
これは見事に潰れているな。
Yeah, how unfortunate. It's not like a car ran over it or some shit like that.
さあさあマリア。目を閉じて思い出してごらんなさい。
Uh-oh.
本当はあんなにも素敵なお菓子だったから。思い出の中のお菓子はいつもふっくら。だからあなたも思い出してごらんなさい。
Oh boy.
本当はどんなお菓子だったのか。
Along with those strange words, spoken as though singing an improvised folk song, the witch threw the sweet into the air. Maria was closing her eyes and remembering, just as the witch had told her to. What shape had that crushed candy really had? Therefore, only Rosa saw that scene. The sweet that had been thrown into the air burst into a gold color. No, that wasn't it. Those were golden butterflies. It scattered into several golden butterflies, and they began to gather at the witch's hand, which was held up to the sky. And as she did this, unbelievably, it returned to its beautiful original form, no different from when it had been bought. Only Rosa and the witch witnessed that scene. Fucking Rosa, she's into a state of shock. He's like, can you fix that kind of damage without having to buy it with money? I bet you can't. That's what the outcome would be. Oh, I couldn't laugh this hard because I'm a little bit sick. So, unable to comprehend what was occurring right before her eyes, Rosa stood with her mouth hanging open, completely forgetting to shut it. Yeah, jaw-dropping moment.
もう目を開けてよいぞ。受け取るがよい。これでそなたの歌詞も元通りだ。
ベアトリーチェはいつもすごいすごい
Alright, well, Everything all works out. Now things can go back to normal now, right? No words. It's like there's no way this could happen at a time like this. There was a stark contrast between Rosa's shock and Maria's innocent joy. Was that what the witch was laughing at? A smile floated to Beatrice's face, one different from the smile she'd shown Maria.
わらわの顔が何かに似ているというのか？そうまじまじと見られては穴も開こうぞ。
Yeah, you know how that felt. Oh. Might burn a hole through it.
ごめんなさい。
She seems really puzzled. It's like she's trying to bottle all that, shock. Those words triggered something very clearly in Rosa's mind. Rosa knew this face. She knew it from the portrait of the witch. I'm surprised you figured it out this whole damn time. It's like I thought this is a character or whatever. But no, wait, could this mystery woman really be?
マリア、この歌詞の代わりに、そなたにはこれを与えよう。
おお。手紙？
A letter? The witch pulled a western envelope from her pocket and gave it to Maria. However, when Maria made to open it, the witch stopped her.
ならぬ。
Why?
それを開けるときはすぐに訪れるが、それまで決して開けてはならぬ。大事に持っているがよい。そなたを黄金鏡へいざなう招待状となろう。
黄金鏡。やっと連れてってくれるんだね。
大事にしまっておくのだぞ。
I can't tell if that envelope is a letter or some sort of invitation, or if it's the time to actually open it.
誰にも見せてはならぬ。
Better not show it to Rosa, because you know how she is.
守る。
Oh boy. Everyone gonna find out on that one.
魔女との約束は絶対に守る。
そして、
This
こ
is
れ
for,
はそなたへだ。
this is for you. Uh-oh.
え
The look on her face. She's like, what?
私。
The most ghetto moment. Be like, what the fuck? She probably hadn't imagined that the witch could speak to her, too. Rosa was bewildered by the second western envelope, which was thrust before her. She'd seen this type of envelope before. There could be no mistake. It was one of Kinzo's special envelopes, used when he wrote with his own hand and bearing the Ushiromiya family crest. What is... Wait, there's no way Beatrice would do something like that. Family crest. It was sealed with red sealing wax. And furthermore, it had a mark that seemed it had been made by the head's ring. In other words, even without asking what was inside this letter, Rosa knew that this woman, whom Maria called Beatrice, was trusted enough to be placed in charge of a personal letter of the current Ushiromiya head.
四兄弟の誰でもよかった。だが、ここでそなたと出会ったということは、金蔵のルーレットがそなたを選んだということなのだろう。
So is Kinzo's roulette? I assume Kinzo's roulette is like another word for, being part of a sacrifice.
ならば受け取るがよい。そしてその中身を全兄弟の揃う晩餐の席上で読み上げよ。
なんですって。
Rosa looked back and forth several times between the witch's face and the envelope that had been handed to her. Today was the family conference, and the biggest object of discussion would be the inheritance problem. Oh boy. So she had joined together with Eva and Rudolph, and they planned to force a certain condition on Kraus to try and extort several 100 million yen in cash out of him. It was as if the witch could see through all of that. What does she intend to announce when all of us siblings are gathered? And there was a personal envelope that no one but the Ushiromiya head can use.
マリア、天気が崩れるぞ。ゲストハウスへ戻り、昼を待つがよい。それではローザ、後ほど会おう。その席で改めて名乗らせてもらおうぞ。
The witch turned her back to her, laughing. Then she began to head towards the mansion with an air of composure. Maria energetically called out and watched her go, then began to dash towards the guest house, leaving Rosa behind, as though she wanted to inform the other cousins of her fortunate meeting with the witch as soon as she could. At last, Rosa was left alone in the rose garden as the winds grew stronger, unable to do anything but pray that what had happened was just a daydream. Oh, we're back at the mansion now. When the witch reached the entrance hall, Genji could be seen there. Genji welcomed the quote-unquote guest approaching from the entrance hall with a respectful bow. Wow, the quote-unquote guest. I am amazed. With a respectful bow.
お待ちいたしておりました。ベアトリーチェ様。
Well, damn, Beatrice-sama. Oh, okay, so it did change right there. Beatrice, mysterious visitor and 19th person who appeared on the day of the family conference, goes by the same name as the Golden Witch who granted Kinzo his gold. Both the reason and the purpose of her visit are unknown. She was ushered into the VIP room, which no one had been allowed to use in the past. Mysterious visitor. It's like, oh, surely there could be a 19th person. Maybe. I don't know about the last episode, but this was not even mentioned, but this feels different.
久しぶりだな、源氏。老いたではないか。
Wow.
どれほどに老いようとも、家具は家具らしく、最後までお務めを果たすのみでございます。
Yeah, now that's what I call some dedication.
あれの妻がお前に嫉妬したことも懐かしい。金蔵は元気か？
大変お元気にございます。
The witch probably laughed because she knew Kinzo's own doctor had announced that Kinzo didn't have long to live. However, if anyone actually looked at Kinzo and noticed his vigor, which wasn't at all what you'd expect from someone nearing the end of his life. They might easily call that doing extremely well. Yeah, I mean, he's fine. Maybe that's what the witch was laughing at.
挨拶に行こうではないか。30年ぶりに互いに呪いの言葉を吐き合うもよかろう。
As the witch grinned, she started walking, leaving Genji behind. Her gait was like that of a family member who knew the inside of the mansion well. Genji followed her in the manner of one who served her. At that time, Kairi came out of the parlor. She'd probably gone out to fix her makeup or something. And when she saw Genji following a witch, she was surprised, although her expression did not change. Oh, wow. A guest for Kinzo had arrived, despite him being almost dead, on the day of the family conference when the fate of the inheritance was to be decided. And furthermore, this person was familiar enough with the Ushiromiya family household that Genji was following behind her. I wonder what Kairi's gonna do. She's just gonna keep watching those two following behind her. Kairi immediately realized that this person she had never met before was deeply important. Kairi and the witch's eyes met. Realizing that it would be rude to pretend not to notice, she greeted the witch.
はじめまして。ルドルフの5歳だったか。
さようでございます。ルドルフ様の今の奥方様であられます。キリエ様でございます。
From this exchange, Kairi realized that this was a guest of fairly high rank, even amidst the Ushiromiya family. And the fact that this was a guest on that level, coupled with her resemblance to the portrait in the entrance hall, made Kairi's eyes instantly open wide. The hell? The freaking portrait changed.
キリエと申します。初対面でしょうか。もし以前に挨拶をしていたなら、名前を忘れてしまって申し訳ございません。うすうすは想像がついているくせに、わらわにあえて名乗らそうというのか。
No words. Oh man. Well, the thing is, Kairi doesn't know who the witch is, according to last episode. The name of her Beatrice, even though she lived for a long time, though. Maybe she took notice of. What if my theory is like she already knew who she is, but she just doesn't want to. She's gonna pretend that, you know, this is the oh, this person looks similar to the painting, but yet I don't know. I still don't know you because you. Kairi thought she'd given a sociable and humble greeting. Her expression grew slightly cloudy at that openly oppressive response. At any rate, this didn't seem to be a person she could grow to like. But if Kairi's guesses were correct, this quote-unquote witch probably held a vital key to what her own husband was most interested in. Something that couldn't help but influence tonight's family conference. So without shooting back a retort, Kairi silently watched her go up the stairs to the second floor, with Genji following behind. So, when someone tapped her shoulder from behind, she was so surprised she almost choked. It was Natsuki.
キリエさん、このようなところに立ち尽くして
Oh, you know,
いかがなさいましたか？
I was just trying to get some fresh air. Freaking Natsuki just pop out of nowhere.
ごめんなさい。ちょっと魔女の肖像画に見とれていただけです。
I know, right? Wait, what? The portion changed right back. I'm confused. Doesn't it revert to right to... I thought... What the hell? I thought when Beatrice came into the mansion, then the painting changed. And now it's just, it's just there.
黄金の魔女、ベアトリーチェですか。
Oh, Natsuki already actually knew the name?
今日の後宮家の復興は、彼女が授けた黄金がなければ成し遂げられなかったとか。お父様らしい幻想的なお話ですね。
Okay, so she just thinks it's fiction then. But she actually know who the name of the witch then. The thing is, if she knew the name, maybe she's gonna decline that magic doesn't exist then. Natsuki spoke in a perfectly ordinary way. It was the sort of comment you'd expect from someone convinced that the thought of a witch existing was ridiculous, no more than another of Kinzo's ramblings. However, for some reason, that point of view didn't seem quite right to Kairi now. Just a moment ago, she herself had seen the Golden Witch come in from the entrance hall and climb up the stairs. So, Natsuki's words made it feel as though someone was trying to deny the existence of that person. Is it Kairi trying to deny it, or is it just both? Like both Kairi and Natsuki just trying to deny it? Or else make it seem like she was never there to begin with.
ごめんなさい。少し頭痛がする気がして。ちょっと休もうと思います。あら、そうですか？なら、良い頭痛薬がありますよ。
Well, that's thoughtful of her, considering that Natsuki suffered from headaches.
用意させましょう。
The hallway in front of Kinzo's study was filled with the scent of sweet poison, peculiar to that green liquor. Genji, who was completely used to it, did not grimace, and the Golden Witch didn't grimace either.
この中からどれほど出ぬのか。
That's a good question.
すでに数年になるかと思います。
Several years? What the fuck?
それほどまでにわらわをカゴの鳥としたいか。
Well, it seemed like he was simping for you, so...
哀れな。それを願うそなたが今やカゴの鳥。書斎の亡霊ではないか。それに気づけぬとは哀れな男よ。
Well, it seems Kinzo is he a bit wild right there.
あなた様と再びお会いする日までは、おそらく文字通り亡霊となっても研究を続けられるでしょう。
愛か狂気か妄執か。
I get why not all of it at once?
それも講じれば魔力となるか。
And perhaps even those can form magical power when strong enough.
悲しき魔術師よ。
Ouch. The witch grasped the doorknob to the study. When she did, there was a sound like that of flesh burning and splitting open. It was the sound of the doorknob literally burning the witch's hand.
ベアトリーチェ様。
なんだこれは。魔除けか。
A ward against magic. That look on her face, though.
あやつめ。こんなものに頼らなければ、おのがみも保てぬというのか。
その扉は、ベアトリーチェ様にはおつらいものと伺っております。私がお開けいたしましょうか。
I mean, Genji is a human being furniture to the mansion, so of course he's going to open that damn door.
いや、よい。あやつが勝てば、わらわは永遠の籠の鳥。
Oh, I guess you can't find out then.
あやつが負ければ、愛に狂い、すべてを失った哀れな魔術師の生涯が、笑い草となって残るだけ。もはや金蔵もわらわさえも、ゲーム盤に並べられた駒に過ぎぬ。あとは、ルーレットの目が勝敗を分けるだけよ。ルーレットが目を見せるまで、わらわと金蔵が再会する必要はない。
The witch looked at her hand, which was beginning to heal bit by bit, even though it had been horribly burned.
あるいは、そのための魔除けなのか。
I feel like that's weird. I guess Kinzo's trying to trap the witch in his cage just to like, you know, just for the sake of it. I don't know. That's funny. He's simping for her even though he's using some sort of magic wards as a way to trap her. Now that is what we call some bit of a set. That is called some dedication there.
なるほど。それもまた潔し。すべては今や、金蔵のゲーム盤の上よ。気に入ったぞ、金蔵。そなたとのゲーム、楽しませてもらうぞ。わらわに恋焦がれ、すべての生涯を投げ出したローマ術師の最後のギャンブル。その散りざまを、楽しませてもらうぞ。
Threw away his entire life? Damn. Ends just like that. We fast forward.
誰か。
The Witch's Move, Saturday, October 4th, 1986. It is, the time. I believe it's 1 p.m. Who is it?
失礼いたします。昼食をお持ちいたしました。
Lunch?
入れ。
Alright.
失礼いたします。
You know, the look on Kanon's face. He ain't looking forward to meeting the witch as a quote unquote guest, huh? Alright. I think this is a good time to end it from here. Here should be fine. Alright. We'll pick it off in the next part. Let's see how Canon interacts. Let's see how Canon interacts with the Beatrice as he delivers her lunch. So, like, comment, and subscribe. See you guys later. You'll have a good one.